Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, birds and the bees, and fucking, children of all ages to another episode of Storytime with Kai. Once again, I am your fucking storyteller, Kai. Man, you guys, this story, like many other stories, just kind of happened out of the blue. Didn't plan this shit. It wasn't a plan or anything. It wasn't premeditated. It just kind of happened, mostly due to fucking boredom. You know what I'm saying? Probably don't. But anyway, here's the story. I'm not sure if many of you know, but there is currently an armored movement going on across the seas. It's pretty dope. I'm fucking in it in the Matrix. I've been accepted. I don't know about you guys, but I'm totally in. But anyway, I'm doing my thing. I've been posting armor pictures all day, been dressing up in armor all day. How do I have all this armor, you say? Because I'm a fucking trendsetter. Like I was one of the first motherfuckers to start wearing armor out here in the West, in the States, depending on where you live, back where I was at the time, I was definitely one of the first. Wasn't anyone else out there wearing armor? I was the only one that I saw. Maybe there were some others somewhere, but I was definitely the number one motherfucker doing it. Doesn't matter. Anyway, flash forward, like, I don't know, 20 years later, 10 years later, bam, this shit picks up, and like over the seas, people are doing it. They're making pictures. It's trending. I jump in the bandwagon. They're like, yo, dude, you're cool. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And they're like, awesome, then let's roll. And I'm like, cool, let's get it on. So, I've been wearing my armor more frequently than often. I know everyone around these parts where I'm currently am are thinking this is like fucking brand new. This isn't brand new, man. Please don't call it a comeback. We've been doing this for years. So, there are certain spots where I like to wear my armor. I just don't wear my armor everywhere. Like my armor is practical, it's like it's a little bit for show and a lot of it for practicality. So I don't just wear my armor walking down the street and shit. I only don my armor when I got a fucking journey to make. And whenever I go to the Dollar Tree, it's always a goddamn journey. Usually, my Dollar Tree armor consists of metal arms, right arm metal, tiger tail, new edition, favorite edition. Love that tiger tail. And my amber eyes, these large circular eyes, can't see well out of them, but goddamn, do they look cool. Of course, the knee pads, the elbow pads, and of course, the roller blades. You gotta have the blades, and that's pretty much my basic armor setup when I'm going to the Dollar Tree. Today was a little bit more special, however. I was feeling jazzy, I was feeling oozy, so I decided to bring my fucking Buster Blade. It is a large sword, not the largest, but it's large enough. Large black plastic. It is pretty dope. It's like Cloud Sword from Final Fantasy VII. Not as fucking big, but it gets the job done. And also my patented green flute. You know what I'm saying? Man, this flute, I've had many flutes like this, but this flute is very new to the inventory. And I've been having problems with this flute. We've been not getting along. We've been arguing in the back. It's like, oh, why can't you do this right? And he's like, oh, well, maybe because you suck. And, we've just been arguing, going back and forth. But something, man? Sometimes you just gotta practice with your bandmates, and eventually the music just happens. Eventually everything just falls into place, and this is what happened with me and my flute. It was just eventually we started to understand each other through trial and error, and it's like, oh, so you need to be rubbed like this in order to make this work, and he's like, oh, well, you need this in order to that. It's a one of those things. It's a co-exchange of learning. So we know each other better now. And man, let me tell you, I can jam with this motherfucker with one hand and a sword in the other. And that is what I did today, ladies and gentlemen. I was riding down the streets, riding down the streets, playing a fucking flute with the sword in my left hand, flute in my right, sword in my left, flute in my right, sword in my left. It was fucking crazy. You know, some might have called me the Pied Piper, and I normally would be like, no, 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 that is too gracious of a term for me. For me, I'm just a guy. I'm just a regular guy. Never went to music school or anything. You know, I just picked up some shit one day and decided to play, and somehow I just got pretty decent. I'm not saying I'm a Beethoven or anything like that, but fucking motherfuckers recognize the jams when I play them. Yeah. So anyway, you guys, I'm like maybe 1/3 of my destination to where I'm going, and you know, I'm just playing little melodies, nothing crazy, just communication, just communication, not a big deal. But I'm almost like 1/3 of my way. I'm passing the school, and there's this kid. But this isn't just any fucking kid. Oh, hell no, man. This kid had fucking pizzazz. Dude, this kid was shirtless, number one, no shirt, rocking the no shirt in the wintertime. Do you know how cold it is outside? It's fucking cold, man. I'm even saying it's fucking cold, and I'm sub-zero when it comes to the cold climate. And this is Sub-Zero telling you, yo, dude, it's kind of cold, bring a sweater. This kid was walking around with his grandpa, I believe. I couldn't really see, but walking around shirtless, man. Not only was he shirtless, this kid was fucking ripped. He was like fucking young Hercules or something. I was like, whoa, who is this guy? This guy's pretty fucking strong. I work out in the gym, total nonstop action all day, every day of the week, and even I am not as ripped as this fucking kid was. Whatever training this kid was doing, please sign me up. I want to learn from you. And let me tell you guys, it wouldn't be the first time that I learned from a few karate kids, if you know what I mean. It's a story for another day. You would have to have been there. It takes place in a land far, far away from here. More uptown, more uptown. You know what I'm saying? You don't, but it's okay. I'll tell you that story another day. But anyway, I'm passing this kid, and I see the kid, and the kid sees me, and I have to give a compliment, dude. I have to, out of respect. This kid was fucking rocking that shit. So I'm like, hey, kid, nice costume. Had to give him a thumbs up, play some jams, yada, yada, yada. Out of nowhere, this kid starts taking off, running behind me. And I'm like, oh my God, this kid running with me? Sure enough, man, we're having a fucking moment. It's kind of like that Rocky scene where Rocky's like running and all the kids are like running after him, except it's just mano a mano. It was pretty cool though, man. It was pretty magical. There was definitely some magic in the air. Dude, this kid would have probably followed me all the way to the Dollar Tree, but I was like, hey man, this is where we end. I don't want you to fucking leave your parents. They're gonna be worried. Yada, yada, yada. He was like, cool, bro. I'll see you in the fucking mirror. And I'm like, dope. We'll definitely see you in the mirror. Because this guy's cool, man. Anyway, bam, that fucking happens. Yada, yada, yada. I fucking make my way to the Dollar Tree. Yada, yada, yada. It's a long line, as always. Let me tell you about this Dollar Tree, man. This is the most hardcore Dollar Tree in fucking Harlem, man. There is no other Dollar Tree harder than this fucking Dollar Tree. Not everybody is allowed in this motherfucker. You gotta be like from the neighborhood or like a MVP or a VIP or something just to even get in this place. That's how hot this fucking club is, So anyway, I'm doing my thing, and it's just like, of course the line is long as always, yada, yada, yada. So I'm already prepared. I got my armor. I got my flute on. I didn't really plan on fucking having a concert. I've done it before. I've done it in the past, but not like this. Holy shit, man. It was just like, I guess just I don't know. Maybe the vibes were all perfect. Maybe it was just perfect timing. I don't know. Maybe it was a little bit of magic in the air. But let me tell you, man. Or maybe I was just fucking bored as fuck. I think mostly I was just fucking bored as fuck. But hey, man, boredom creates miracles. Cause shit, man. I was just playing some tunes, yada, yada, yada. All the fucking girls were dancing. It was crazy, man. All the girls were dancing, all right? Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. The girls were loving this shit. And when I say girls, I'm talking about underage to of age to overage, the whole fucking spectrum, bro. It was happening. So that was going on. Everybody else was enjoying it. Everybody was fucking enjoying it. Even the people that didn't want to enjoy it, they were getting down. They were nodding their head. They were like, I see what you're doing. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna tell you I like it, but I'm gonna let you know through signs and signals. So it was totally going on. The fly girls are fucking out there. The fly girls, the pretty girls, all black, skin tight, blackity black. They're not black, but they wear black. Oh my god, woo! Fly girls in attendance. They were totally in the shit, man. It was nice. As far as my playlist, man, I don't even remember what the fuck I was doing. I was just playing everything from the top of my head. I threw some Go Power Rangers in there. The Green Ranger flute, obviously, my flute is green. Had to play the Dragon Sword song. I played some Rock the Dragon. I played some fucking Biggie verses. Jesus Christ, I was all over the spectrum, man. Every fucking genre, I was fucking doing it. Whatever, I was just fucking doing it because, I'm kind of that good. Not a big deal, whatever. Yada, yada, yada. So anyway, that was pretty much it. I just fucking played jams the entire time I was in line. I wish I would have fucking recorded this shit. Had I known I was going to do this, I definitely would have recorded. But this is one of those moments that you can't really record. It is one of those things that just kind of happens. As I was telling one of my apostles years ago, he was always saying like, oh, magic doesn't exist, yada, yada, yada. And I'm telling him, dude, magic kind of does exist. But you just kind of, I'm not saying motherfuckers can sprinkle dust on themselves, jump off of buildings and fly and shit. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying like, in the Matrix, anomalies and glitches do take place. And this was one of those things, man, where everything was just kind of, it's just like, nice. And it's one of those things where you can't really record because it's just something that happens impromptu in the moment. And if you try to capture it, it's just not going to work. Like those motherfuckers who try to capture Bigfoot and the picture is always blurry. You can't capture Bigfoot, man. That's fucking Bigfoot. He owns you. So anyway, man, I pretty much jammed the entire time I was in line, got some kudos, no money, that's okay. Maybe next time, you guys. Motherfuckers used to pay me on the subway. Years ago, I used to do the same shit on the subway. Used to get tips. Not a big deal, you guys. Maybe next time you'll figure it out, just give me some money. It's okay. Next time. But anyway, man, I just did that, paid for my shit, got out of there. That was that, played the rest of the way home because why not? The spirit was in me. Why not? Everyone was in tune. It was cool, man. Not a big deal. So, yeah, man, that was my story for today. I guess if there are any aspiring musicians listening to this, that's definitely a pun on words. If there are any aspiring musicians listening to this, Tiger, maybe this can be motivation for you to get on out there in the big wide world and do your thing. A lot of people are going to tell you, oh, don't do that. You're going to embarrass yourself, yada, yada, yada. Those people have no moxie. They have no pizzazz. They don't have what it takes to succeed in the biz. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to be in the biz, but if I wanted to, trust me, I'd be all over these motherfuckers. But I don't want to be. It's okay, man. I'm just happy living my life. Yada, yada, yada. That being said, aspiring musicians out there, this is the kind of stuff, I'm not saying you have to do it, but if you want to get noticed or whatever, maybe just try going to your local fucking dollar store or pizzeria. I don't know, fucking go outside, start playing. Maybe people will like you and say, hey, wah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I don't know. However that works out for you, you probably might want to bring some sort of case or a box, like put your name on the box, contact information on the box, and some space for people to throw change at you. It's not new information, you guys. Motherfuckers have been doing this since the dawn of time. Anyway, yeah, that's the story for today. I'll see you guys next time. If I'm still alive, I probably will be because I got a long life ahead of me, like my ancestors. Anyway, until next time, see you in the mid-eye. Oh. P.S. Oh my God, you guys. I totally didn't know this. I just found this information out as soon as I got back to my apartment. But apparently, everyone in my apartment told me that the fly girls, those girls I was talking to you that wear black and they're like, oh my God, goddamn, those girls. Apparently, you guys, and the construction workers, they were saying it too, man. So it's like everybody's saying, dude, those fly girls, they like you, man. They were out there for you. And I'm like, no way, me, little old me, get out of here, you guys. That's crazy. And they're like, no, dude, they were totally out there to see you. And I'm like, what are you saying, bro? They were there to see me. Why didn't they say anything? And they're telling me, oh, man, it's because they're shy. They're not used to making the first move. They don't know what to say. Oh, and I'm like, oh, okay. So, like, P.S., you guys, to all you fly girls listening, you know who I'm talking to, the ones that always wear black like ninjas, like, bam, wham, you know what I'm saying? At the Dollar Tree, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you guys, next time when you see me, just ask me for my fucking phone number. It's totally cool, you guys. I will totally give you my phone number. It's not a big deal. I'll even give you my Instagram, my YouTube, my fucking email address, all my information, man. You can have it. You want my social security number? Okay. Just ask me, man. It's totally cool. Till then, see you next time. P.S., you guys. This is for all the fly girls. Once again, I hate to be an asshole. An asshole or an advice hole. One of those people that tells you to do something knowing that you're kind of, you don't really have the skill set to do it, and maybe you're shy about doing it. I'm not one of those people that would just tell you to do something without showing you how to do it as well. So here you go. I'm going to give you the answers. I'm going to give you some advice. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a nice guy. It's okay. So here's the thing, you guys. Maybe when you see me, you should just compliment me on, maybe an article of clothing that I'm wearing. Like take this nice girl that I met earlier today at the washer and dryer. Usually I wear nunchucks. I wasn't wearing my nunchucks today. Usually I wear nunchucks, but today I didn't have any nunchucks. And the nice lady at the washer and dryer, she noticed that I wasn't wearing my chucks, and she asked, hey man, where are your nunchucks? And I was like, oh, I don't have them today. And that question led to a conversation, which led to a story, which led to her getting my Instagram account and getting my digits. Bing, 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 bing. Somebody was a winner today, guys. She totally won. You know what I'm saying? She got my Instagram. That's probably going to lead to anything else that she wants in the future. Maybe, possibly. Who knows? Whatever. So that's all I'm saying, you guys. If you're not sure what to say, maybe just, compliment me on something that I'm wearing or not wearing, and that compliment will probably lead to a story, which will lead to you getting a conversation, which will lead to, you probably get my Instagram account and my digits, and then bam, wang, 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 you too will be a winner. So until then, I'll see you in the mid-eye. Remember, when you can do it, rah, rah, rah.